Hello everyone, it's Rebecca from Chloe's Creative Cards, and today I'm going to show you how to make this Christmassy wreath themed card. Okay, so to get started, we're going to take our scalloped and pierced square nesting dies, and I'm going to take a white 8x8 inch card blank. I'm going to take the largest scalloped die, and we're just going to hang that over the edge of the card, and we're going to tape that into position. And this is going to give us our shaped scalloped edge to our card blank. So I'm going to bring in my Gemini plates. I'm using a base plate, my die with my cardstock on top. Oh, sorry, I missed that one out. So pop that one in there and then that one on top. There we go. And we'll just feed that through the machine. And just wait for that to come out the other side. And then peel that away. There we go. Okay, then what I've done is I've then taken the same die and just cut it from a piece of white card, but fully this time, so we've kind of got the scallops all the way around, and we're going to stick that to the card blank. I'm just going to edge it in some glitter first, so I'll just grab a piece of scrap paper. And then we're going to use our chisel tip glue pen and just drag that towards us over the scallops. Like so, all the way around. And then I'm going to use Crystal Crush Sparkelicious. I'm just going to dunk that in all the way around. And then we'll just pop that bit back in the pot. And then we're going to stick that to our card blank, just using some colour all-purpose, like so. So just lining up those scallops and sticking that onto there, like so. Okay, I've then taken the next die down, so the pierced die, and I've cut that from some white card again, like so. And again, we're just going to edge that with some Crystal Crush Sparkelicious. So I'll bring in my chisel tip glue pen again, just dragging all the way around, and then dunking it in to our Crystal Crush Sparkelicious, like so. And then we're going to stick that onto the card using some foam pads. Just grab some of my foam pads. Right. And we're just going to stick those on. Like so, and then I'll just peel off all the backs. And then that can get stuck on there. Like so. Okay, I've then taken one of the foiled papers from the Winter Wonderland pad, and I've just cut that slightly smaller than the pierced square we've cut. And then we're going to stick that on using some colour all-purpose. Stick that down. There we go. Okay, I then taken a piece of white card and 2 of our basic circle dies to create a kind of a hoop, really, a frame. So we're going to stick that into the card, and I've already on the back I've put a double layer of foam pads on. Okay, just save a little bit of time. It just lifts it off nicely off the card. You could just use 1 layer if you want to, but just with it being a wreath, it looks kind of, it stands out a little bit more with the double layer. But obviously if you're wanting to post them and things, then obviously you can just make any of the layers flatter by either using glue, or you could use kind of 2mm foam pads, which would be a little bit flatter. So I'm going to stick that into the centre, like so. And then that's the base for our card. I've then die cut 2 circles to go into the centre, again just from white card. So we're going to edge the larger one with some Crystal Crush Sparkelicious glitter. So again, just going around with my chisel tip glue pen, like so. And then we'll dunk that in to the glitter. So all the way around. So, and then we're going to stick that into the middle. So again, I'm just going to pop some foam pads onto the back, and again I'm going to do a double layer. By a double layer I just mean sticking a foam pad on top of the foam pad you stuck on already. It just raises it up a little bit more, and then we'll add that to the centre. Like so. Okay, then with the smaller circle, I have taken the Christmas, it's a little Christmas wishes stamp, and it comes in with the Making a List and Checking It Twice stamp set from the Santa's Workshop collection. I just think it's a lovely little sentiment. I'm just going to flip that over so it's not sticky. Dust it with an anti-static bag, and then we're going to ink up our little Christmas wishes stamp and stamp that into the centre. And then we're going to sprinkle over our metallic silver Superfine. You can see we've got that lovely crisp image there. You can see that wording nice and clear. I'm going to heat that up. Like so, just waiting for the powder to melt and change, and then moving it over the image. There we go. You can see we've got that lovely now shiny silver. Okay, again we're just going to go around with our chisel tip glue pen. So carefully just spinning the circle round. Like so. And then into our Crystal Crush. And then we're going to stick that one into the centre as well. So I'm just going to pop a couple of foam pads on the back. Go. Okay, then we're going to start to create our wreath now. So to create the foliage for our wreath, I've taken the Festive Foliage acetate, foiled acetate, and we're going to glitter this up. So I'm going to use our dry clear art glitter glue, and we're just going to infill where these larger areas are. I'm just going to apply some glue to there. So and to the berries as well. And then we're going to dunk that into our Crystal Crush Sparkelicious. So I'm just going to Sprinkle it. It's better if you've got a little scoop, if you've got it in a tub. You can see that's lovely and glittery. If you look on the other side, you can see it's just white at the moment, but when that dries, it will dry clear and the glitter shines through. So again, I've just gone and done that to all of the foliage that I've used. So I've used quite a few different sort of styles. So I wanted the wreath to look sort of textured. So we're just gonna, like so. And you can see how that starts to build up. So I'm going to pop those to the side to dry, and I've got some that I've already done. Okay. So I'll bring in the pieces that I've already got done. Some I've just cut, I haven't glittered. Some of the foliage, and some of it I have. I'll just bring in all the pieces, and then we'll push those to the top. And then we're going to start to build our wreath. So I'm just going to kind of get the ones that are the same together. And I've kind of done about 2 pieces of like each foliage. Or most of it anyway. Okay, so then we're going to start to build up our wreath. So I'm going to use some pin flare glue gel. Okay, and then we're just going to start by adding a blob of glue on. I'm going to add that onto the card. So I'm just kind of placing them at opposite edges. Like so. Just a blob of glue on the back, like so. And I'm just going to start to add in all of the other pieces as well. This is kind of building the base for our wreath. These larger ones in. Again, you can kind of use any pieces you like, wherever you like. I'm just gonna put that one into there and move that one to there. So there we go, and then you can see how our wreaths started to come together. Once we get our poinsettias on, it looks lovely. So I'm just going to pop that to the side, and we're going to start to create the poinsettias to go onto our wreath now. So I'm going to take, I'm going to show you how to do the large poinsettia first, because I've already prepped some of the other ones just to save a bit of time. So I'll just grab my acrylic block. So I've just popped my stamp onto there, and then I have got a piece of crystal white pearl paper. So I'm just going to dust over this with an anti-static bag, and then I'm going to take my Wow Clear embossing ink and ink that up. Like so. And then we're going to stamp that onto our paper. And then just throw in some scrap paper again. And I'm going to sprinkle over some Wow powder in a clear ocean. It's got a really lovely texture to this one. I do really like this powder. Kind of looks very icy. Okay. And we're going to heat that up. We're just waiting for that powder to melt and change, and then moving over the image. Okay, and then I'm just going to take the coordinating die and put that over the top, line that up, and then I'm going to run that through our machine. Just grabbing my plates. I've just added the metal shim into there just to give it an extra little bit of welly, just to make sure it cuts nice and cleanly. All does depend on your machine. Some machines need it, some machines don't. There we go. We've got that lovely poinsettia all cut out there. Okay. Okay, so then what we're going to do is I'm just going to take that paper again and dust over again, and I'm going to change to the medium sized poinsettia now, and we're just going to stamp that one out. So again, same as before, wow clear embossing ink, and then I'm going to heat it up with some clear ocean wow powder. And then I'm going to take my medium sized poinsettia. So for each of the large flowers, we're doing one stamped large one and one stamped medium one. I'm just going to stick that down. Again, bring in my Gemini plates and feed that through. Just wait for that to come out each side. Okay, and you can see we've got that lovely cut out poinsettia. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to take the larger one, and I'm just going to run my, I'm going to bring in the sticky bit of paper actually. I'm just going to run over the chisel tip glue pen over the leaves, like so. And then I'm going to dunk that in my Crystal Crush Sparkelicious. It just gives it that lovely glittery feel. Okay, then for the smaller one, I'm just going to bring in some tumbled glass Distress Oxide and one of our blending brushes, and I'm just going to apply that to the centre. Oh, I've just pulled the petal, pulled the leaf off. Never mind, I can glue that back on. You can see just adding a little bit of ink to the centre. You can kind of add a little bit more if you want to, like so. And then I've just done the same, and I've just glittered that again with the chisel tip glue pen, and then dunked that in our Crystal Crush Sparkelicious for the ones that I've already made up. So we'll just do that quickly. Again, it doesn't need to be very precise, just so that there's a bit of glue on there to get a bit of glitter on. Again, you could skip that step if you don't want them to be glittery. That's also absolutely fine. Okay, then to shape them, what I've done is I've just kind of rolled them a little bit between my fingers, just to kind of give them a little bit of a curve in the petal, not quite creasing it down, just giving it a little bit of a curve, like so. Do get very glittery after this, I have to say. Okay, and then I did the same with the smaller one. Obviously with all the petals attached. Like so. Does rub off a little bit of glitter, but there's still plenty on there to make them nice and sparkly. And then we'll just curl that little petal. Okay, then to create the last layer of our poinsettia, what I've done is I have taken a self-adhesive sheet and stuck it to a piece of aquamarine paper, like so. And I'm going to take the largest die and I'm just going to run that through our Gemini cutting machine. So I'm just going to pop that die on because it doesn't stick with it being kind of the self-adhesive backing. And carefully, hopefully, it won't move. Just wait for that to pop out. There we go, perfect. And we'll remove that from the die. And then you can see we've got that lovely flower cut out again. Okay, so I'm just going to use a pokey tool and just remove the backing from this. So just carefully peeling it away. Like so. So we've now got a sticky flower, a sticky poinsettia, I should say. Okay, and then we're going to take some of our Ocean Paradise Sparkelicious glitter and we're going to cover it in that. Just going to buff that in a little bit. Like so. Get rid of this. And then again, we're just going to shape that just the same as before. So just kind of creating a little bend in the petals. And then we're going to bring in our pin flare glue again. And we're going to take the stamped one that we did before. Blob of glue on the back. And stick that, kind of offsetting the petals into the gaps, like so. And then we're going to take the smaller one, again with all the petals attached, or the leaves attached. And again, just offsetting that. I'll just glue this one into place. So you can see if you do make if you do have an accident and pull a petal off, it's still fine. And then that would be how you create your poinsettias. So to finish them off, I've then just cut a stamen using our stamen die, and I've just glittered the little edges of the stamen using Sleigh Sparkelicious, and then I've added a sparkler into the centre. So I'm just going to bring those in because they're all nice and dry, ready to go onto our cards. So I've done some smaller ones as well. So we've got 3 small ones and 3 large ones. And so for the smaller ones, I just cut the smallest one, stamped the smallest one, so it's just got 2 layers and then the stamen in the centre, whereas the larger ones have got 3 layers. This one's got a little bit squashed in my box, so we'll just lift a few of those petals up again. Okay, so I'm going to bring our card back in and then we're going to start to add these on. So again, just using some glue gel, so a blob of glue on the back, and stick that down. Blob of glue on the back, that down, and I'm just using the larger ones first so I can position those where I want those to be, and then I can bring in the smaller ones. Again, because we've used glue gel, it takes a while to dry, so we can move the foliage to wherever we need it to go. those on. There we go. And then finally, to finish off my card, I've then taken the Winter Wonderland Bling box and I've just added 3 dots to each corner. And we're just going to add on a little bit more bling. I'm just going to take this turquoisey colour of the smallest size. I'm just going to stick those on. Like so. A few more out. Last corner. There we go. And that would then be your finished wreath card. I really hope you've enjoyed watching today's video. Thank you for joining along with me. As always, all of the products used in today's demo will be listed in the description box below. Thanks for watching. Bye.